You have to truly want to give up the bot. And y'all may say, yo, what the fuck, you addicted to porn and shit? Damn, like, why the fuck I be doing that shit? Like, that shit don't really benefit me. You yourself know that you still a bot because you plan on coming back. Being a real player ain't built for everybody. A bot don't ever really tell itself that it has to do something. It just tried it. If you swap out a bot with a real player, he's not gonna last a week. Comes a point in time where you have to say enough is enough. Peep Game. Look, it's your boy Brand's Peep Game. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe for the YouTube algorithm, and follow me on all platforms at Brand's Peep Game. So, let me get right into this one, man. Earlier today, bro, I was talking to my mans earlier today, and you know, I've been trying to help him break out the bot loop. Because hold on, let me address the bots right now. What's a bot? A bot is someone who's running off of automatic code, Peep Game. Programming for a bot could really come in various ways. Most bots grow up, you know, they go to school, they do what they told to do up to a certain extent. Because if you tell the bot to Peep Game, he's not gonna do it because it's up to a certain extent. It might be too much. As long as it's within reason, a bot will do it. So a bot will go to work and he'll come back home, but then he start going off of automatic code because when you get home, all he want to do is have fun. He wants to relax. He wants smoke. So that's where his programming come from, right? So I've been helping my friend break out the bot loop because he kept going in a loop over and over and over with his programming, right? So the main problem is to really break out the bot loop and become a real player in the game, you have to truly want to give up the bot. And you have to, the only way to really truly give up the bot is to really just burn the boats. Peep Game. I remember, yo, man, let me tell y'all a quick story. So, when I was peeping game, right, and I'll go back to the porn addiction, right, and y'all may say, yo, what the fuck, you addicted to porn and shit? You really gotta call it that because in the moment, it don't really feel like it. Especially with me, like, I could jerk off, take a week break, shit, take 2 weeks. Like, it's not like I was doing that shit daily. At maybe like a couple years before, I might have been doing it daily, and then I'll catch myself like, you doing it daily, low-key wait a week. And I do, like, I had discipline to space it out, right? But the fact that it's like you kept doing it, and it got to the point where when I did space it out, right? Like, let's say I jerked off too many times in a week, I might be like, damn, bro, like, you gotta at least wait like a week or two. So I'll set a date that it's like you can't be until this date. And I would low-key find myself, like, once that date hit, I wouldn't even be horny sometimes, but now I'm just beating just because I'm allowed to do it. So it's like, you type addicted when you think about it, because even cutting it off, right? The more and more you break out the bot loop, you realize that you a bot. Anybody who's still jerking off, you become an imposter. If you still jerking off, you think you a real player in the game, you an imposter. Because the moment you really cut it out and you look back on it, and you like, damn, like, why the fuck I be doing that shit? Like, that shit don't really benefit me, and you try to make sense of it, there's no reason to be doing that as a real player. But Peep Game, I remember when I was spacing it out, or semi-quitting. When I was semi-quitting, it's like I had this note, bro. I had a note in my phone with all the baddest bitches. I'm like, yo, if I come across a bitch, see some fire, she getting put in the notes, cause I'm spinning back on her, right? So I had the note. So every time I quit, I remember I never deleted the note. So when you do shit like that, right? It's like you yourself know that you still a bot, cause you plan on coming back. Like, even if you say, I'm done with this shit, the fact that you kept the note means that you keeping that just in case, and then you give yourself that option to spin back. So I really had to learn that you gotta burn the boats. There's no going back. When they sailed on them boats and they got off the ship and they say, yo, we touching down and we ain't going back, no retreating, and they burn the boats, you have to get rid of all options. The same thing works for when you breaking out the bot loop. If you don't burn them boats, you could always hop right back on the boat and say, all right, we sailing back into the bot loop. Because you gave yourself that option, you gave yourself the vehicle. And every time when you know better and you keep going against what you know you're a real player, it hit different when you know that you're being a bot. In this case with my friend, it's really sad because he know he being a bot, right? Because I even broke it down to him. And I don't want to go too much into his business, but I'm like, bro, you know, like, why are you doing that? And he had to think. And he's like, I don't know why I'm doing that shit. He couldn't make sense of it. He's like, you right, bro, you right. But he can't stop himself because certain shit is easier said than done. Especially when it gets into the emotional aspect of things. Because now you got to control how you feel and go against about what you know. And the shit hit deep. This is why it's like being a real player ain't built for everybody. And some bots will, they'll eventually become real players. It's still a hard process. You got to go through the trial and error if you're not built for this shit. And some bots remain in the loop. And the main reason is because they always give themselves that escape. A bot don't ever really tell itself that it has to do something. It just tried it. It said, okay, we'll see if I'll test it out. And then when it's not easy and it's not simple and it's not smooth, the bot give up. But he got his boat to sail back on. He said, all right, we sailing back home. He never burned it. I'd rather you burn that boat and then you have to rebuild a boat from scratch. At least you built something to get out of there. Like, you didn't even burn the boat, so you always got the easy escape out. And a huge reason why a bot don't burn the boats is because they want to have the best of both worlds. You see, a bot think that it could do everything that a bot do, but get real player results. Peep game. It think it could sleep in, it think even when it comes to money, this is what a bot do. A bot will say some shit like this. You'll be like, yo, if I give you $10,000, what you gonna do? A bot going, I'ma invest. You'll hear a bot say this shit time and time again, and the bot really don't have no plan, don't even know what investing really mean. Because the bot think that the money just gonna magically appear in his bank account, and now it could just, okay, I know how to invest this shit. I know what to do with this shit. The bot don't take no action right now. When I was learning my real estate, right? And I was stacking up my bread. The whole time I was stacking up my bread, I was studying. I'm saying, how do you find a deal? Okay, I'm learning how to underwrite a deal. Oh, shit, you got to calculate the holding cost. I'm learning the math on this shit. Because I know that I could be doing a lot of shit in the meantime. A bot think the shit just, okay, you just get it. Like it's a flip of the switch. That's why they don't really turn real player, because in order to become a real player, you have to put in the work. This shit not gonna be fun, and it also requires sacrifice. A bot don't want to make the sacrifice, but it still want to get what the player get. And this is why most bots, especially them lottery winners, this is why a bot's not made to be in a real player's predicament. Because if you swap out a bot with a real player, he's not gonna last a week. He's gonna blow through everything, and then he's gonna be like, damn, nah, but I understand it now. No, bot, you're going back into the loop, and now you're becoming an imposter. And please don't make no excuses thinking that you a real player in the game, because that's how you immediately come with imposter. Like, if you got any excuse, you're automatically an imposter, because you gotta keep it a buck, call a spade a spade. So an easy way to find out if you a bot, first you have to start with time. I'm gonna give y'all a rundown on how to break out the bot loop. Immediately start with time. Look at your time. What do you do with your time? Break it down. I remember when I first got out of the bot loop, I really had to think about it. I was in my room, right? And I'm like, damn, I'm breaking down how many hours we have in a day. I'm minusing for sleep. I'm minusing for work. I was even, I was actually allocating the time. So I'm like, okay, if I put 2 hours towards the game and this, I was doing the math. And I started looking on my calendar, right? And I remember I was looking on the calendar that I had, and I had a lot of shit planned for the week, but on the weekend, I had it type free. And when I started really breaking it down, I'm like, wait, what the fuck? Like, hold on. Why are you treating the weekends like a vacation when you have the most time on the weekends? And I was 23, 24, like, it took me 24 years to really realize this shit. But the minute I realized it, just like that, I flipped the switch and I started peeping game. So it's like, you're not gonna go 0 to 100, but the first switch is like, come on now, that's easy. Like, I don't have to keep falling back into wasting my weekends. I started ramping up. Okay, I'm gonna do an hour, I'm gonna do 2 hours, then I started ramping it up that way. So starting slow ain't, that hard, but I don't know how these bots can't start at all. This shit get deep. And like I said before, a bot wants the best of both worlds. It wants the real player results, but it still wants to be a bot. That's the thing. A bot loves balance, right? But peep game, this is why all bots turn into imposter when it comes to balance, because when you think about it, it's really already unbalanced, because you've been having fun. For how long? I'm 26 right now. about 20, 23 years of my life off rip. Fuck it, I'm calling it 25. 25, you've been having fun. You never made no sacrifice. There hasn't been a single year where you cut out fun for the entire year. But you made sure to have fun all them damn years. So your work ain't even catch up to the amount of fun that you have, but you talking about balance, right? This shit don't make no sense when you really break it down. Comes a point in time where you have to say enough is enough. Because, yo, Peep Game, you know, if you watch my other videos, you'll know that I fuck with the game heavy. Like, I grew up with video games, like I'm nice at the game, like I really love the game. And Peep Game all these principles come from me peeping game and looking at life like a game because I play so many games, right? For this rest of this year, off rip, I cut off video games. On God, I'm not playing no games for the rest of the year. At least I can't even sacrifice half the year. So when I made that sacrifice, it was so simple for me to just flip of the switch because I had to tell myself enough is enough. When is enough enough? I cut out smoking because listen, I'm not even saying that it's like full quit smoking. It's a matter of the standard. I'm allowing myself to smoke when I'm not where I want to be in life. And I never been somebody who was addicted. I always like paced it out, but at the end of the day, you give yourself too many rewards without earning it. And that's why most bots remain in the bot loop, because even with my friend earlier, I'm not gonna get too much in his business, but what his actions is doing is rewarding bad behavior because he doesn't know why he's doing it. He knows that he shouldn't be doing it, and he also knows that it's holding him back when he's rewarding himself when he doesn't even deserve it, right? You gotta notice that these are the things that really hold bots back the most, because a bot can't tell themselves what to do. Like I said, a bot is running off of automatic code. A real player in the game is a real player because they write their own code. They took control and now they know what they want to do and they put their mind to it and their actions back it up. A bot will put their mind to do something time and time again and not back it up. So what is that doing to the bot's code? All that's doing is programming the bot that, oh, I don't take my words serious. Oh, we don't do shit. Oh, and now it feels unconfident. Now everything it do is just, damn, I can't talk to her, I can't do nothing. And it really get confused and wonder why. All this comes from your code, my brother. Every action is a code. No matter what you do, good or bad, it's being written. Now the question is, are you consciously writing this code? Sometimes it might be a hard decision that has to be made. But when you make the right decision as a real player and you go against the code, the bot programming, because it's really a fight. As you try to fight and break out the bot loop, you are literally fighting that bot code. It's not just like a overwrite, okay. You gotta really fight backspace as the code is trying to write. The shit get deep. I remember, like I said, that porn shit, it's like I found what held me back, and this is what holds a lot of bots back too, is the imposter. The imposter will get in your ear because as you start rewriting the code, right, and you're doing a good job, the imposter convince you that it's not even that crazy. I remember when I first cut it off, I'm like, nah, beating off, that's some loser shit, type shit. I shouldn't be beating off, right? And then I stopped beating off, right? I focus on myself. I'm like, all right, you gotta get some bitches, right? I started getting some bitches, so then myself told me, like, I mean, it's not loser if you getting bitches, why you do it? The imposter jumped in my ear and convinced me that, okay, it found a loophole. So then I start going right back into the bot loop. This is why you have to be, ooh, this is why you gotta beware the imposter, because the imposter will really sneak up on you. Even a high level player in the game, like I'm not the highest level player in the game, but at this point, I had some game, but yet the imposter still got me, right? So the imposter and bots is always gonna be in you, but it's up to you as a real player to fight them. And the only way you could fight an imposter is being aware of the imposter, and the only way you could fight a bot is by burning the bridges. Burning the bridges, because there's no going back. I'm writing my code, that's it. That's there's no like, okay, I'll let you write the code sometimes. No. Choose to be a real player and write your own fucking code, and there's no going back. I'm not going to the bot loop. And every time you see that little trace of, oh, this is a little bot activity, but you have to ask yourself, if I know this is bot activity, if I know the real player version of myself wouldn't be doing this, how can I do that and still be a real player in the game? But Peep Game though, lock in. The real player's gonna lock in and level up. The imposters, I feel bad for y'all, I really do. And the bots, listen, y'all could break out of being in the bot loop. Just don't turn into the imposter. Put your mind to it. Peep Game.